The Apostle John, in the book of Revelation, is the one who mentions the number 666. This appears in Revelation 13 verse 18. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. In this context, John is describing a vision involving a beast that represents a figure of immense evil in opposition to God. The number 666 is referred to as the number of the beast, which many scholars interpret as symbolic, possibly referring to a specific person or system of power that opposes Christ. Some interpretations, for example, suggest that the number may have been a cryptic reference to Emperor Nero, using a numerical system called gematria, where letters are assigned numerical values. However, interpretations vary, and the full meaning of the number remains a subject of ongoing theological discussion. The reign of the Antichrist is described primarily in the book of Revelation and in parts of the New Testament. While there are varying interpretations, especially across different Christian traditions, several key themes emerge about what will happen when the Antichrist reigns. 1. Deception and false worship. The Antichrist is expected to deceive many people, promoting a false system of worship and leading people away from God. In 2 Thessalonians 2 verses 3-4, the Apostle Paul writes, "Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God." The Antichrist will likely present himself as a savior or godlike figure, performing miracles and signs to deceive the masses. Revelation 13 verses 13-14. 2. Persecution of believers. The Antichrist will lead a time of great persecution, particularly targeting those who follow Christ. Revelation 13 verse 7 states, "It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them." Many Christians believe this will be a time of intense suffering and trials for believers, often referred to as the Great Tribulation. 3. The mark of the beast. During the Antichrist's reign, people will be required to receive the mark of the beast. Revelation 13 verses 16-17. Those who do not accept this mark will be unable to buy or sell, making survival difficult for those who resist the Antichrist's authority. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. 4. Global power and authority. The Antichrist is believed to have global power, establishing a one-world government or authority. In Revelation, it is said that he will have dominion over all nations and peoples. Revelation 13 verse 7. And authority was given it over every tribe and people and language and nation. 5. Short duration of reign. While the Antichrist will have significant power for a period of time, his reign will be relatively short. Daniel 7 verse 25 and Revelation 13 verse 5 suggest that this reign will last for a time, times, and half a time, which is often interpreted as 3.5 years. 6. Final judgment and defeat. Ultimately, the reign of the Antichrist will be brought to an end by the return of Jesus Christ. In Revelation 19 verses 19-20, the Antichrist, referred to as the beast, and his followers will be defeated and cast into the lake of fire. But the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet who had performed the signs on its behalf. With these signs, he had deluded those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. The two of them were thrown alive into the fiery lake of burning sulfur. 7. Christ's return and the establishment of God's kingdom. Following the defeat of the Antichrist, Christ will return in glory to establish his kingdom on earth. This will bring an end to the evil reign of the Antichrist and begin the reign of Christ's peace, righteousness, and justice. Revelation 19 verses 11-16. In summary, the reign of the Antichrist, according to the Bible, will be marked by widespread deception, persecution of believers, global authority, and enforcement of the mark of the beast. However, this reign will ultimately end with the return of Christ and the final defeat of the Antichrist.